Hello again, people. Right, this is really designed to answer a question or perhaps a little bit of confusion as to why I took a trade for on ETH this morning. And it's a really, really subtle nuance, and it's really worth making a video purely for this point alone. And I suppose my sort of thought processes for this particular nuance has come about as a result of making thousands and thousands of charts on stocks, online charts, and talking about them. So apologies for the mess on here at the moment, but it's based on a video that I failed to upload this morning. I made a long video about this and managed to get interrupted just at the last minute, and I'm not into editing videos, so I just abandoned the project for this morning. But this nuance is really, really important, and that is um, this looks like it is a major support level, a problem area. When I entered when I entered the trade based on this RSI histo break and close down, which was also based on the H1 close. The 7 a.m. I got confused earlier. I posted 8 a.m. The 7 a.m. H1 close. So I'm going to zoom in um, and have a look at H1. And you can see basically we've got the bust, pullback, clean black, in other words, and then a new um, break and close down. It doesn't look like it broke the low of that one, but I wasn't too worried about that because everything else, divergence, massive divergence on this thing, as you can see. Um, the the clear accumulation here, massive down bar, all these sort of things add up to, well, 3CR as well, add up to bearish bias. Strong push back after the bearish move, but not very strong because obviously it didn't create any 3CRs, especially not on the lower time frames, not even a 15-minute, I don't think. It might have done, I might be wrong, but I don't want to go off topic too much with this video, so we're not going to stare at that. But you can clearly see massive divergence bias on both of these. Perfect trigger here, not so perfect, imperfect trigger here, which is why I'm liking this loads. This was all looking good to the short side. We've clearly got, and this is busting the area that I'd expected it to right now. And the RSI wasn't doing such a good job on the current time frame, which is why this is my focus of attention. Additionally, because I mean, we haven't had this on my charts for a year and a half now. This is, this is becoming second nature. And then adding a new thing that actually even maybe surpasses this is just brilliant in addition. But getting back to the point, so we've done the H1, that's given us, that's powerful. Remember, always take the bias from the higher time frame. And then we move down, double check them. You could have looked at H4, but I'm not sure whether I did, and I'm not going to confuse matters with that either. But clearly M30 is still looking very weak. Wicks up here, so and weak momentum to the long side in these candles. Nothing on the on the TMA. M15. Now this is where the M15 did the 3 candle reversal down, and this was where I entered my trade because I was concerned this was just going to crash. This support. Now let's get back to that. This is minor support because it is in the downtrend. This is weak buyers. They've smashed against the sellers, the buyers there, and failed to find new buyers. The sellers have overwhelmed the buyers. So let's zoom out a bit. Strong buyers are always found in the uptrend. Weak buyers, and this is where all the thousands of charts on stocks have really, engraved into my brain what this is, because I've seen this fail without the confirmation through with a candle close, although I do say get a candle close. So draw the line. That's why that line was on that chart when I was doing the video earlier, because it was related to this actually, but I didn't actually concentrate on that. So it was worth making take two, as it were. So yeah, I was actually waiting for a candle close below that line chart low there, but I didn't get it. But I took a calculated risk based on the fact that I've seen all these stocks. I can see this has got, for this to go up, it had to get through all of this, all of this, all of this. Much the same as BTC is. Everyone thinks they're buying a dip here. They're buying into massive selling at the moment, and that is why ETH did what it did now. So yeah, sometimes you're going to miss the trade if you don't get in using this important bit. This is massively important, guys. You are taking a risk if you haven't broken and closed through, but this is one candle compared to what, 50 candles over here, 50 buying candles, one selling candle hasn't quite done what we hoped it would do. You know, three candle reversals isn't the holy grail, it's just a box you tick which you add to. Call this a box as well. Is the support that I'm considering might reverse my trade, is it in an uptrend or is it support in a downtrend? Is it weak buyers or strong buyers? Okay, so I hope that helps somewhat, guys. And apologies if you feel like I'm adding too many indicators back to things, but this is how I got to the 3CR. This is how I got to the RSI. This is how I got to the Dragon. This is how I got to the TMA. I can't tell you how many indicators I have tested and how many thousands upon thousands of hours I have spent studying charts and studying price action. So I hope that clarifies it. This should be a video that is indelibly inscribed into your heads. You know, it could have gone all wrong for me, but your stops, I always put stops behind these sellers here, emergency stops as it were. But if it starts to look silly over here, then I'd just close the trade manually. Okay. I like what some people are doing. I can't remember exactly who, but putting the stops behind 5-minute candles and things. But we've got to remember this thing has huge spreads, and your stops are going to get stopped out by the spread if you're not careful trading on 5-minute 15. That's why the runners are all getting stopped out all the time. It's because, if you put a stop, if you put a break even at 40 or 50 pips, it's going to get hit almost immediately. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, and I hope this helps. Let me know what you think.